Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot Capricorn. I'm going to do your 2022 reading for you this evening. We are going to be focusing on three separate parts of the reading: overall spirit messages for you. Then we're going to be looking at love and relationships, and then we're going to be looking at career and life path. All three of these may resonate with you, or maybe one or two may resonate. And when they resonate, it simply means that spirit's messages through me are triggering in you the ability to remember, because you already know what it is that I'm going to say to you if you are resonating with this reading. And it's the ability for you to remember what you've always known within you, within your soul, that piece of divine source wisdom. If the reading doesn't resonate, my darling, it simply means it was not for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, as guided by spirit. So let me move forward with the reading for you, and let's see for Capricorn, for those that most need to hear it. What I'm starting off with is my energy oracle cards, because we are simply energy, and emotion is energy in motion, emotion. So I just want to see what it is, what space, energetic space you're in, what energy may be around you, and that's immediately come out. So my darling, we've got on the bottom of the deck, we've got broken heart, and we've also got hostilities that has come up. So first of all, I want to talk about this broken heart for you, my darling, a very painful place to be. I feel that you are suffering at the moment. It's a sense of suffering about you. There's a huge amount of grief and at loss at the moment, and you're feeling in a space that is empty. There's a void there. It's a very dark place where you are at the moment. What spirit is asking me to say to you is one of the ways that you can help yourself at this time and empower yourself at this time is to get some of these feelings out that you may not be able to voice either directly to somebody or even to yourself, because sometimes when we're in this space, our mind is in this space, it becomes very, very confusing. And all of our pain thoughts and the ego side of us gets kind of caught up in a sort of almost never-ending cycle of repetitive thought processes. And it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us release things and move forward. And what spirit is saying, if you can get some of these feelings out, and the way of doing that is to do unconscious writing. And that is where you take pen to paper, not fingertips to a keyboard. And you write, but you write from here. You write from your soul space. Try not to think, don't think about the words. You put pen to paper. Now, you could be writing to a person in particular. They're not going to see that letter. But you're going to get these feelings out. And so you put pen to paper and you start writing, and you keep writing, and you don't think about what you're saying. You just keep writing the next thought or bunch of thoughts or things that comes up. And what that is doing is allowing your body to release that dis-ease within you. And sometimes we're not quite sure where that feeling is and what actually it really is relating to, what is the root cause of it. And so when you do unconscious writing, it's pulling it up and it's pulling it out of you, and it's releasing so much stuff that you might not even be aware of. Once you've finished writing, don't stop and pause the pen. If you stop and pause the pen, then it's time to finish. Once you've finished the writing, doesn't matter if you can't read the words, you're not going to read them. You're not going to take that energy back in. This is about releasing. So once you finish writing it, you burn it, my darling. Take it outside, burn it and release it. Let it go and just say thank you. Thank you to yourself for releasing this out of you. Thank you to the universe for receiving it. And you will feel a certain sense of peace, and you will feel a certain sense of relief. Spirit is saying at the moment, have so much compassion for yourself at this time. It's very important in this space that you give yourself, you treat yourself like your best friend. How would you be helping a best friend in this situation? That's how you treat yourself. Be so compassionate to yourself at this time. And if you can sit in a space, and many times as you can, of stillness, so trying to quieten that mind, and trying to sit in the stillness where you are observing yourself, having thoughts and having feelings, but you are observing yourself. Remember that there is always a stillness within you that says, that observes you thinking, I'm thinking this and I'm feeling that. That stillness is the place that Spirit says to sit in, whether that's in a meditative state for you or doing things that bring you peace, whether it's going for a walk, listening to music, drawing, writing, whatever it is, do that space, because that when you're in that space, your energy is very centered in on the stillness. And it's how, when we are so busy all the time, when our mind is so busy, we don't allow our soul to come through. We don't allow that wisdom to come through, that infinite divine wisdom. We don't allow Spirit to talk to us. So just remember that. And whatever you receive, those fleeting thoughts, those random thoughts, those light bulb moments, those really clear thoughts that come into you, trust them, because that is God talking to you. That is your soul talking to you. So, and Spirit is also saying, because you've got this hostilities card, this is energy that's around you at this time. And Spirit is saying that there is, I'm going to use the word hostility at this time. There is a lot of negativity, and it can be very verbal. It can be very emotionally abusive at this time. And someone's being very critical or demanding or very hurtful towards you. And I feel that this is with a relationship you may have been living with them, but it's a very close energy towards you. So when you're in this space, the best thing sometimes to do is silence. When you are we're all energy, as I've talked about, and energy is emotion. It's emotion in motion, it's emotion. Thank you, Spirit. When we're in this space, people project things out. They transfer things onto others because it's so much easier to do that than it is to be accountable for things. And people that are in a very painful space themselves do tend to make very hurtful comments to others. One of the things that you can do to help yourself at this time is not to retort. I'm getting the word retort back at them, because when people talk to each other or shout at one another, they're doing it from the ego pain body. And that means neither one is listening to the other. And sometimes the best response to this type of behavior is nothing at all, because in the silence, you are choosing to give yourself the gift of peace. And in the silence, you're choosing to say to them, I have nothing to say to this. I do not wish to be part of this space. I do not wish to receive that energy. And it's about almost picking your battles and turning your back on it and learning to say, no, you don't have to listen or receive this. You can withdraw yourself from it as much as you are able to. And when people are on a different energy bandwidth to you, they literally cannot hear what you have to say because they are choosing not to hear it. They can't hear it. So sometimes you could speak 1,000 words to somebody and they won't hear the message. And if you are talking to them from your pain body, you're also not going to receive. So if you do wish to give a message, do it from a place of observation. And do it from a place of responding, not a reactionary, because a reaction is something you've done before. And a reaction comes from the ego pain body. It comes from a place of wanting to protect yourself. And energetically, to protect yourself, our energy is our most important thing. To guard it, to cherish it, to protect it, is actually not to attract it. Where attention goes, energy flows. So if you want this to quieten and to resolve, then stop giving it more attention. Pull your attention away from it as much as possible. It is a very difficult place for you to be in right now. But it is during these uncomfortable times that we make so much leaps and big changes within ourselves. And it's always an opportunity for letting things go and for shifting our perspective and coming to an understanding about who we are as well and what is right for us and what our values are. And it's a way of showing us ourselves self-love as well. I'm also seeing here, and I've been guided to see that there is some indecision. This is about maybe do you go, do you stay? There is indecision affecting you right now, and you are confused by your emotions about this. Sometimes you're feeling this is what you want to do, and other times you're feeling no, this is what you want to do. It's like a kind of back and forth energy that's creating an almost standstill for you, a confusion at this time. It's like you're stuck. And Spirit wants you again to meditate on those options, because the guidance is there for you. You have the answers already within you, but you have to stop listening to this and start feeling into this. And you have to almost be out of your mind in order to listen to your soul, to listen to God, to the universe, who will always talk to you through that highest thought and through that clearest word. So meditate on the options and see which one resonates with you, which one brings you relief at this time. Always follow a choice or a decision from your heart, from what is hope, what is relief, what is gratitude, what is excitement. Don't make a choice out of fear, because then you're attracting more of that to you. So I'm going to put those cards to one side, and we're also going to pull for you, my darling. This is my Sacred Destiny Oracle, I believe. There we go. So you've got simplicity has popped out and going forward. So Spirit is saying, at this time, keep it really, really, really simple. Try not to get too caught up and everything that's happening around you. And there is this need again to stand back and observe why this is happening. Taking accountability and responsibility for your own happiness, that is a choice. That is empowering. You can choose at any given moment to move forward. That this other card is going forward. You can choose at any given moment not to give that attention. You can choose at any given moment to make a promise to yourself that you're going to do this and this and this. This is your choice. You can recreate yourself anew in each and every moment. And that is empowering, because nobody should hold that power over you. You are a soul having a physical experience, and this is your soul's path that it has chosen, and everything that has happened up until now has meant to have happened. And when we can release ourselves from another's energy and step back in that empowered way and say, okay, well, what accountability am I going to take from this? I'm responsible for myself. I'm responsible for my own happiness. I'm responsible for the way I feel about things. How am I perceiving this? What can I take from this? What can I let go from this? What can I release from this? How am I going to move forward from this? And start observing it, because you're coming out of the mind. And just in that step of coming out of your mind and observing, you're already making a massive shift within yourself, because you're not a victim of it anymore. You're actually you're thriving from it rather than just surviving from it. Thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is saying with this, this card about simplifying your life and cleaning out the clutter. If there is energetically things around you that have the wrong type of energy, have the wrong connotation to something, release it, let it go. Do it this moment in time. Simplicity, keep it simple. Do it this moment in time. Things that are important for you. Not anybody else, for you. It's very important you do that. And within this decluttering, even if you make a small declutter in your mind, in your space, you focus on this way forward, you're going to allow Spirit to come in. You're going to allow your soul to talk to you, because at the moment your mind's like a great big brass band bashing away, and your soul is like the flute that can't be heard in the corner. So, and you are receiving messages at this time, and Spirit is saying, keep taking that step forward. Keep moving forward. We are all have been taught to kind of fear change when it's not obvious that change is good, but change is a necessary way forward. Everything has changed. If you look at your life, everything has changed since as far back as you can remember. It's constantly evolving, and nothing, just like nature, nothing is ours to hold on to keep. It's all part of our evolutionary process. Everything is for the evolution of our soul. And when we embrace the change, even if it makes us feel uncomfortable, we're releasing resistance. We're not holding on to something, and we're allowing what else is meant to come in for us to come in for us. And here you've got the grass on this card, okay? So the grass talks about, grass is something that's necessary, it's there, it's abundance, it's what we eat, we feed animals, but it kind of thrives and it kind of grows and expands without us even noticing. So just going forward is going to allow for that growth and that expansion for you. And don't be distracted at this time by things that might pull you back energetically. So those are those two cards. What else was I going to pull for you? Oh yes, I was going to pull a major arcana for you before we move into your love reading. Thank you for Spirit for Capricorn. Thank you. What have we got? We have got can't actually see what we've got here. These are new beautiful cards. We have got Temperance at this time. So Spirit is asking you just to have a little bit of that patience, you know, and patience is not waiting around for something to happen. It's having that beautiful attitude almost while you're waiting for something to happen. It's about being, it's about less doing and more being. It's about being grateful for where you are. It's about acceptance about where you are right now. There's nothing that you need to be doing any differently. You don't need to be a different person. You're perfect the way you are. This is all part of your enlightenment. It's just understanding there are no mistakes that's been made. Everything has happened for a reason. Every uncomfortable situation, every obstacle has been an opportunity to remember what your soul has already known. Because when we have those resonant moments, our soul's going, oh my goodness, I've just remembered, because your soul already knows, but it forgets the moment you're born. And this is why everything is for that evolution of that soul. So on the Temperance card, Spirit is saying, trust in divine timing. Trust whatever it is that you're looking to cause and create in your life has already been said yes to. You just haven't necessarily seen it yet in the 3D, but it's already happened in the 5D, as above, down below. But with a big major arcana like this is a big life-changing thing. There are various things that have to fall into place. The Spirit is saying, the universe is saying, give it time, give it what you may, patience, give it your time, let go of it. Know that it's been taken care of and trust that the divine timing means that it's perfect for you. So this is the Temperance card for you. Okay, so let's move forward, my darlings, just keeping on the eye on the time so I can do your timestamp. Let's move forward and look at love and relationships for you. So I'm going to be using the Romance Angels cards that I haven't used, wrong cards, I haven't used in a while, and see what comes out for you for Capricorn. Thank you. So look at this, my darling, calling in your soulmate. So I feel, and releasing your ex. So those cards about hostilities, broken heart, and indecision. I'm going to talk about releasing your ex. The time has come to release your energy. When we are releasing somebody, we are releasing the energetic hold that they have over us. We're letting go and we're letting God. And in doing that, you see, it takes a great deal of energy. It's very exhausting to hold on to something that is not ours, because nothing is ours to keep. Everything is fleeting. Just like nature, everything is fleeting. So when we're trying to hold on to something, or we're still holding on to the hurts and the anger and the hostilities, all we're doing is harming ourselves. And it is our choice to make about taking the responsibility for our own happiness. And Spirit is saying it's time to release this, to let go, to hand it over to God, hand over the pain, hand over the anguish, hand over the despair, hand it all over and say, thank you, God, for helping me to understand that this problem has already been resolved for me. Thank you for helping me to understand that as I let go and give this to you, I embrace all of life's changes. I embrace all that I am meant to receive at this time in terms of healing and love and acceptance and enlightenment. And thank you. I am ready. I am ready to let go. And just in the moment of even saying that, you're going to feel a sense of relief, because it is so exhausting to try and hold on and control something. Let it go, my darling. Let it go and trust that if this was meant for you, then it will return. But in the meantime, Spirit's got other plans for you. Your soul's got other plans for you. And this is why you're calling in your soulmate now. Now, the message here is, you know, when we go through shifts and changes energetically, don't be surprised as the universe shuts the door on things that we thought we wanted in our lives. Because they're shutting the door because there's energetically, it's not good. It's not a match for either. And when energies shift and change, people respond in different ways around you as your energy shifts and change. And so what you're holding on to, I feel for many of you, is the habitual response you've had to this. And yes, feel the hurt, feel the pain, but try not to think about it too much. Sit in the space where you're feeling the feelings and you're understanding that you're feeling those feelings. And then ask for the root cause of those feelings. Is this something that's happened to you before? Are you reacting a certain way? Because when you have a reaction, you're reacting something over and over again. What is the trigger for this? Does this go back years and years and years to things that have happened in past relationships that you brought into this relationship, or things that happened when you were younger? So this relationship has been given to you. Their soul has given you the gift of helping you release things, releasing feelings and triggers that actually are not part of who you are. It's just a part of the conditioned mind that is so judgmental. Our minds only retain information from this lifetime, and most of it is judged about ourselves and what people have told us or we've told ourselves. So Spirit is saying that the feelings that you're feeling now are almost, they will become, if they're not already, kind of foreign to you. They're kind of like an addictive, habitual attachment to something that actually is just the story that you've been telling yourself. And it's time now to let that go. And your energy is shifting, and you are now attracting in and calling in from a soul level that soulmate. And that soulmate and you have kind of partnership. Before you came here, you agreed that you would meet, and it's almost like they're waiting in the wings energetically, but they can't come in till you release your ex. They can't come in till you release your ex, my darling. Okay, so that is for that love. And now I'm saying love yourself first. This whole thing for you is about putting yourself first, coming home to yourself, getting to know, treating yourself like your best friend. You know, you spend so much time loving and doing things for others, but you've forgotten about yourself, and you've lost sight of yourself in this relationship. And this is now time for you to come home to yourself. And I can almost see here, you know, she's sort of pouring one from one to the other. It's about coming into that beautiful thing of just enjoying your own company and enjoying being alone, because it's not lonely. You're just hanging out with your higher self. You're hanging out with your soul. It's that space of creating your own amazing, strong foundation and not looking for it in another relationship. And I know you're getting there. You're really, really getting there. So let's put those cards to one side and let's see what else Spirit has to say with regarding, I'm going to focus, Spirit, on this soulmate coming in. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for Capricorn. Thank you. Message for Capricorn. Ace of Wands, beautiful card. And the Chariot, it's coming in faster than you think, my darling. Ace of Wands on the Chariot. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So you are manifesting this, okay? Calling in a soulmate. Look, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Beautiful, beautiful card. And now you've got this Ace of Wands. So whatever you have been putting out there, it's coming. You've got the Chariot as well, has come out too. And it's that commitment that you're making to saying, I deserve better. This is what I deserve. This is what, so as you're giving yourself more love, more respect, more encouragement, more acceptance, you're attracting that back towards you. And this Ace of Wands is, you know, wands are about your desires, your passions, but they're about the focus, the attention that you give. So where attention goes, energy flows. And you're on fire at the moment, my darling. This Ace of Wands is you're on fire. And you have consciously or subconsciously said, this is what I want. Thank you. And it's on its way. And this is the Chariot. This is on the Chariot, and the Chariot is this other major arcana which talks about something happening quite fast, movement happening quite fast, and it tends to be with something that's very important for you, and it's about the commitment that you're going to make to that. And then you've got this Queen of Discs, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And so Spirit is saying, you have come through so much, You have come into much more of an understanding and a grounding than you believe you actually are or have done. Where is that card? This broken heart, the insecurities that you've been feeling about yourself have, and those repetitive thoughts have clouded over actually what is your direct perception of yourself and how amazing you are. And so with this Queen of Pentacles, this is the recognition from Spirit about the place that you have come into, and you are incredibly independent. You're more than capable of making brilliant decisions. You have faced an awful lot of fears, and you've come through things that have really grounding you now. So the Queen of Pentacles will make a decision that's right for her, and she makes it from a space in a very non-rushed way. So this is what I'm seeing with this this Chariot, this Ace of Wands, and whatever this Queen, and she's almost holding that do you see her staff that she's holding there? It looks to me like a lotus flower kind of coming into bloom. These are new cards for me that I was given for my birthday. And so it's almost like you're coming into this extraordinary blossoming of, and remembering who you are, that you're not just so-and-so, somebody else's partner or wife or girlfriend. You are who you are. And what is it that makes you tick? What makes you happy? Thank you, Spirit. Any more messages regarding this soulmate and Capricorn? Thank you. This deck, I don't know if there is from this deck. There's one more. They're just saying yes. They're saying yes, and now you've got the Queen of Wands. So look at this. This is the yes card from the universe. Whatever question that you were answering, it's a yes card to spirit messages that have been sent to you. This is your clarity. This is your truth. This is your foresight. This is your insight. Receive it now, my darling. Receive it. Receive it and believe it. And then you've got the Queen of Wands. Stand in that creative power of who you are. Whatever it is that you're desiring at this time, you keep doing whatever it is you're doing. You're spending much more time being than doing. So sit in that stillness, sit in that creative space. Your creative expression, my darling, this Queen of Wands, is an individual representation of your soul's physical experience. And what I mean by that is every time you feel that urge, that need, that desire, that you're leaning into doing something that you love to do for yourself, that is your creative expression. And that is your soul speaking to you. That is God speaking to you, because we were created to create, and we all have our own individual creative expressions. And every time you do that, it's an individual representation. You're representing yourself as, and in that moment, in that present gifted moment of your soul having a physical experience. So, and it is the most powerful energy, because then you're in a vortex, you're in that high energetic space, and that causes all sorts of wonderful things to happen as you literally call it towards you. So that's a beautiful, beautiful. And now I'm seeing, which is so lovely, because I've just looked down and I picked up the energy, looking at the energy oracle cards, and look what's popped out for you, the door to romance. That is opening up this door. So do what you love to do now, my darling, in this coming into next year. Focus on yourself for a change. Focus on what brings you joy. Take that step forward, knowing that whatever it is that you love to do, you're amazing at doing it. Don't let doubt or insecurity stop you from doing it, or from other people who, if they're joyless, don't listen to people's opinions of you if they are coming from a joyless energy, because it's spoken from their cloudy lens of life. You and only you have direct perception of your life, my darling, and Spirit is saying you know that. And whatever it is that you love to do, it's going to lead to this door to romance. It's going to lead to this soulmate coming in for you. It already exists, my darling, in the 5D. The door is open. It's coming in. You just haven't seen it yet. Just keep making sure that you're projecting your love, your self-love back towards yourself, and that then is the energy that you will receive back towards you. So beautiful, beautiful love reading for you there, Capricorn. Keeping an eye on the time, just again to do my timestamp, I'm going to move on to your career and life path, which I feel is going to be very, very connected to this. I feel guided to do my Diana Cooper animal cards for you, just to see a message for Capricorn for career and life path. Thank you, Spirit. Career and life path. Thank you for Capricorn. What is it you want to? I want it to come out. They're going, that one. It didn't come out. Career and life path for Capricorn. Beautiful. Look at this. So you've got the Dear card has come out. Trust in the support of the universe. Really important for you at this time to really start believing in yourself. That is the universe, your higher self, your soul. Trust in the support. Trust that everything is happening for you. It's happening for a reason. Even if you don't understand it, your soul knows exactly why you are where you are right now and why certain things have left your life and energetically where you're going to. Trust in the support of the universe. You are looking to do something that's a very noble cause. It's something that is more than just for you, although everything we do is for our soul's evolution, but it is also in support of others as well. And the universe is your friend and the universe is working for you. And be very also relaxed and independent about the approaches that you're making right now. So if you're looking to do something for community or in partnership, trust your perception of it. Just like a cat has extraordinary intuitive perception of things, be independent in your approach. Trust and respect what it is that the universe is telling you through your highest thoughts and your clearest words at this time. So that is very lovely. Now I'm going to pull from my mystical tarot for you. Thank you, Spirit. Feel your way through this. Feel with your feelings rather than thinking with your head, because although your head is incredibly logical and everything, you have to feel your way around this. A little bit feline-y, like a cat. Slink around and just sort of feel those feelings. So here you are. Look at this. You've got 6 of Cups, soulmate. I feel you're going to meet this soulmate. It's connected to your life path, your career, your life path, your creative, what you feel in creative endeavors, but actually is your creative expression, your soul speaking to you. This is the 6 of Cups, the soulmate card. So I think that's very, very lovely that's popped out. It can also talk about the reminder for you when you're releasing and letting things go, that the soul of your ex, their gift to you was for you to release things, to release habitual behaviors and conditioned thoughts and behaviors, and to let them go and to move forward lighter and brighter. And that's what enlightenment is. It isn't about gathering stuff in, it's about releasing. So that's just a little extra comment there. And then we have got, we've got the 5 of Swords has popped out. So Spirit is saying, again, this is a reminder going back to the hostilities card. Please focus your attention now on your, do you see here, truth and clarity that he's holding, not, do you see 1, 2, 3 cards there, releasing the energy of the heartache. That's the 3 of Swords. It is not who you are anymore. It is not the story that you're telling yourself. You have moved beyond that now, and turn your attention away from it. You don't need to respond to things. Whatever it is that's hostile around you, you don't need to respond to it. You can do it from a place of saying no, doing it beautifully and gracefully. You know, don't react to things, respond after having given yourself time. And I'll tell you something really magical that somebody very wise told me, that it is, and this is a message, was a message from God for me through them, and I am now passing this on to you, that it is actually not how the message is received that's important when you're delivering a message. You can consider how it might be received, and it may be received in its entirety and understood. It may be received in part, or a seed of it may grow in that person's mind, but it is only for you to consider that. It is how you speak the message is important, because as you speak from your inner truth, as you speak from love, as you speak from a place of understanding, you will receive the message. You receive more truth. You receive more clarity. Turn away from this now as much as you possibly can and just say, it is out of my control. I'm releasing it. I'm releasing this energy. I am not responding anymore. I am moving forward. That is Spirit's advice to you at this time. And I'm also seeing again the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is your choice, my darling, at this time to make about whether you want to still get drawn into this hostility or move away from it. remembering where attention goes, energy flows, and how exhausting it must have been for you for a very long time. So let's move forward and see what else Spirit wants to say with regards to your career and life path. Thank you. What is this next chapter of your life going to be? Now you are beginning to understand what the past chapter has been. That's what's so important. Look at this. You're walking away, or you have walked away. This is your indecision, but walking away, although, and you're facing your fears at the same time. And in terms of walking away from this, you're giving yourself, this is the emotional side, the drama side of it, the attention. You're giving yourself a break from all of this as well. And by walking away, what you're doing is you're coming into this space. You had the 8 of Cups and then the 3 of Pentacles, of coming into you're creating your own strong foundation, my darling, your own independent, strong foundation. And this is really important. Your creative expression is your individual, independent representation of your soul's physical experience. And Spirit is saying, there are people there to help you create this for yourself. Listen to them, listen to understand as well, not just to reply. Listen to understand, not just to reply. And you're going to, there is, I'm feeling with this, you're going to have, people are going to help you. They're going to, it's like a collaboration of creating this foundation in terms of your work. But you've got to walk away from something in order for this to happen. Thank you, Spirit. Any more messages for Capricorn? Here we go. And you've got here, the Empress has popped out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Here we are. This is the Empress. So this card is about the necessity for you now to do a lot more being and less doing. There's nothing for you to control here. Nothing. Trying to control something, trying to hold on to something is only causing you emotional distress. It's about relaxing into it, releasing it, receiving it, and knowing it's coming towards you. Some of the most productive things you can do is to go into receiving mode and say, I'm ready, universe, to receive whatever it is you want to throw at me. I am ready. I have chucked my manifestations. I have dropped them. They've gone off. I know they're coming back to me in the right time. And in the meantime, I'm going to be very grateful for everything that's happening to me now. I'm going to sit in this space of gratitude, and I am ready to receive, because I am are 2 of the most powerful words you can use, because in stating the I am, you are stating you are a soul having a physical experience. You are the I am that I am. You are God having a physical experience, and you are putting yourself bang in that present moment, that present gifted moment. And that's why what you think and say and do are so important. They are those 3 tools of creation. You're placing them in your future. So when you say, I am grateful, in that space, you're radiating out a vibration of being grateful. I am happy. All of these things raise up your vibration and attract and pull more of the same towards you. When you say the other words, it pulls it also towards you, but you're lowering a vibration. So the Empress card is a reminder for you about knowing that you deserve to receive this. You are perfect the way you are. There is nothing that you could have done differently or should have done differently. You should not be anywhere else other than where you are right now. It's really important for you. So, and then we are just going to pull my little witches, which is this new little deck, the Witches Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. What else needs to come out? You've got the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is that space where you are right now. You're trapped within this thing of trying to hold on. And it's important that for you to, it's almost like saying, there's no place I'd rather be than where I am right now. And in that moment, you're releasing, you're letting go of all those swords around you, because you're accepting where you are, that you're meant to be where you are right now. And then you've got the King of Pentacles. So look at this, you had the Queen of Pentacles, now you've got the King of Pentacles. And so I really feel the soulmate is coming in for you, but at the moment they're looking at this offer, okay? So they have they are in a space now where they're making a very considered approach to what it is that is important to them. What does abundance mean for them? And they are ready to give that, because they are really feeling a sense of contentment within themselves about where they are. And you are the Queen of Pentacles, so your energies are aligned, they're matched. But all that's stopping you is this feeling of entrapment, of this attachment that you do have. And even if it is difficult to let it go, just keep saying the words, I let this go, I am letting this go. Thank you for helping me to let this go. Because in doing that, you're showing this willing. Thank you, Spirit. And I think you're going to be, well, it's going to be very, very successful together. I mean, the King and Queen of Pentacles is a power couple. It's just beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else from this deck? The Tower. Yeah. You know, this is, and the Tower and the Strength. I think you felt that something has been taken away from you, that this has been something that has caused a huge disruption in your life. But you know what? This is something that your soul has called in, because sometimes it's necessary, you know, for this to come down in order for that new foundation to be built. This is a tower of conditioned behaviors and reactions to things, and things that are just not good for you. And sometimes we self-destruct these towers ourselves in order for the new cycle, in order for the next greatest, grandest version of who we are, in order for our soul to be set free, to continue on this path of evolution. And you are stronger than you think, my darling. And you, I mean, this takes commitment, this takes courage, this takes it's like a New Year's resolution for you to say, no, I am more than capable of doing this. I am amazing. I have released this energy. In as many moments as I remember to release it, I am releasing it. It is not a part of who I am anymore. And it's going to bring you to this extraordinary place where you're so in touch with what is an ego response to something, a pain response, or what is a higher self-love response to things. Beautiful, beautiful reading for you. And I'm just going to finish with, just to match that, with my Everyday Witch Tarot, which again is a little mini one for you because I've forgotten to do it, and Spirit has just reminded me. So perfect, thank you. So they're going to make you laugh, because they always do. So you've got the Death card has come out. Nothing is stopping this, my darling. Nothing is stopping this. The Death card is the end of all of that, the end of all that conditioned behaviors, the end of all of that response to things, the end of that feelings of fear and anxiety and walking on eggshells and not feeling the confidence within yourself and all the insecurities. This is all on this path to progression with you at the moment. Big changes in 2022. And you see that door is open again. That's that door. That's the door to the change. That's the door to romance. It's the door to this, you as the Queen of Pentacles. And it's open. It's ready. It's ajar. So just trust that this is, nothing is stopping this. Spirit is saying, here you've got the Temperance again. So this is another patience card. This is about you, again, just trusting and knowing that it's all happening in divine timing, as above, down below. In the meantime, they want you to get along and start doing, keep doing if you're not doing it, or start if you're not doing it. A lot more of this stillness, a lot more of this being, a lot more of this acceptance, a lot more gratitude towards yourself, a lot more gratitude to everything that's happening around you, every tiny little thing, because everything is saying, thank you so much, and I want more of that, please. So I'm going to leave this reading with you now. I can hear my little dog Daisy barking madly for me. I trust that has resonated, that those it's resonated with, it has helped today, my darlings. I will be doing you another reading in December, but otherwise have a very lovely rest of the weekend and take care. So much love. Bye bye.